Hello Cancers, welcome to your monthly reading. This reading is for May. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for being here. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. Okay. So this will be a Celtic cross. I will show you the cards. I won't be able to show you this spread because I have only one camera. Okay. But yeah, I will show you the cards. Alright, Cancers, your cards are Six of Swords is in the center of the reading, crossed by Chariots. Chariot is ruled by your sign, so that's nice. You are in your elements this month. Eight of Wands, this is in the subconscious. There's lot of messages, communication. Page of Wands is in the past. And your conscious position, you have Queen of Wands. Perfect. All right. And your immediate future, Nine of Swords. Similar energy, similar cards came through for yes, some of these cards actually came through for Gemini as well. So maybe Gemini is in your chart or you are dealing with a Gemini. Advice is the Hangman. Okay. And your environment, you have Seven of Wands. Opportunities, you have Five of Pentacles. And then final outcome card, you have Temperance. Okay. Two of Swords is in on the back of the deck. With Two of Swords, looks like you are trying to make a decision here, but you can't make up your mind. So it could be that maybe it could be something to do with relationships. Maybe there are two people, or it could be two opportunities, or it could be more than two opportunities. So you can't like make up your mind as to which path to take. That could be the reason. My advice would be drop both, shun both, and then just give it some time and space, and you will know what to do. So listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, and maybe you are taking your time, which is nice. Confusion is okay, right? It's just that when we are confused, we don't want to make any decisions. We don't want to come under pressure or rush to make a decision, and you are not doing that. So that's wonderful. And yes, and at the same time, it's also important, you don't want to just think about it all the time. It's about giving it some space and time, and also focusing on something else, and then maybe suddenly you will come across a realization, a new idea on how to get this done, how to resolve this matter, and who to go for if it has something to do with people. Okay. So here, yeah, Hangman is your advice. So this month, don't rush to make a decision. Looks like here with Seven of Wands, this is environment. It could be someone, forcing, controlling, or it could also be maybe you are under pressure. Maybe they are asking you to hurry up or things like that. So ask them to calm down, okay? Because this is, sky is not falling, right? So Hangman, with this, it feels like, this is in your advice position, and the advice here is to hang in there. Okay, don't rush to make a decision, don't try to force anything, don't try to struggle with anything. Let things be for the time being, and maybe your involvement is not needed, meaning energetically. Okay, it could be physically and it could also be energetic involvement. So maybe focus on other matters is what it's trying to say. And also, like I said, focus on other areas of your life, and then maybe you will find some sudden realization on what to do. So yeah, and this is so yeah, if it feels like a blessing in disguise is what I want to say. If there is something you are coming across, it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe there is a reason why this is happening. So you want to look at the silver lining here. Okay, look at the positive side. And so if it feels like you are coming across some delays and you are the progress is slow, or if it feels like you are being held back, know that it could be protection. Okay, Chariot is in the center of the reading. Yes, it may feel like, something to do with travel here, Cancer. Eight of Wands is in the subconscious. This is a travel card. And Six of Swords is in the center of the reading. And yeah, might come across some delays, some thing here, and you might have to maybe cancel your plans, reschedule, postpone, things like that. So know that there is a reason why this is happening. Okay, you may not know what this is all about, but it's about having faith and trusting yourself, and know that this will get resolved. So you don't force or struggle with anything, is what I want to say. Hang in there. And let me take a quick look. There is a lot of communication, so messages, so in the environment you have Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands here has to do with maybe there is someone, this is opposite energies, Chariot. Maybe the people you are with, you guys are not on the same page. It could be that they are challenging everything that you are doing. Maybe they have their own ideas about how they want to do things, or it could be that they just want to be in their own space. So maybe you are trying to reach out and have a conversation, and maybe they are not ready, because maybe looks like maybe there is something they are going through. So they have this trust issues is also something that's coming through. And it could be that they are just not in that space, maybe they just want to be left alone, is what I'm seeing. So maybe they don't want to talk about anything, and they don't want to engage, is what I'm seeing here. So maybe just give it some space and time, and don't, again, I want to say, don't struggle and force to get through, just leave them alone. Maybe it's when I said leave them alone, if this is someone who is important, it could be anyone, it could be a family situation, it could be friendships. Leaving alone is not about not caring, it's about being present but giving them the space. And when they feel that they can be themselves, and without having to over explain things, then maybe they will ease out, and then maybe they will feel more comfortable to talk to you about things. So if they are not in that space, maybe be present, be observant what's going on, but maybe don't force that conversation, don't ask for explanations maybe. And maybe when you give it some space and time, things will get resolved on its own, is what I want to say. Okay, so could be that they are going through something. So yeah, if they are not taking your calls, just don't keep calling. is what I want to say. It could be something major, something more challenging than that. But yes. Okay, on the other hand, it also would make you feel a little bit alone. Whatever is happening with them, maybe they just want to be in their room and deal with their situation by themselves, but it might make you feel a little bit lonely. And maybe you are beating yourself down for whatever is happening. It could be that I don't know if it has to do with a conflict, who overreacted, not sure. And it could either be your energy or it could be their energy. And then here with Five of Pentacles, yes, it feels like you are you don't have this support and things like that. So maybe it's just a temporary situation, Cancer. Um, yes. On the other hand, when it comes to other things, like for instance, something to do with um, your past experiences. So if this is how you are feeling, it could be that maybe you are feeling a little bit something is bothering you, is what I want to say. So it may have something to do with a recent situation, an argument or something like that, and or it could be some past memories coming through. So missed opportunities, lost times is what this card is about. And this same card came through for Geminis as well. Okay, so what I want to say is, now is also a chance. Now is also there is also an opportunity in the now. So past is gone, future we don't know what's going to happen. Today, do you want to do whatever it is? If there is something you can do, if this is in your hands, take action. Okay, and don't worry about how it's going to turn out. So that's not in our hands. If your intention is clear, and if you are coming from the right place, if you're coming from the from the heart space, yes, right. Yeah, I'm repeating myself. Then don't worry about how it's going to turn out, right? It's all about making a decision in good faith, and then rest are not in our hands. So that's what I want to say with this energy. Okay, so focus on the now, Cancer. Is there something you can do today? Then if we take the right action in this moment, then all our past will be good and all our future will be good too. But even with our best laid plans, sometimes things happen. That's what life is about, right? It's not going to be a bed of roses. Things will pop up, and it's about how we see our experiences, how we see our ourselves, how things like that. So take it as a learning opportunity maybe, and maybe this is also something that is actually helping you create something more meaningful. So look at it that way. Okay, so again, you want to stay focused on the positive side of things. Maybe there is a reason why this is happening, and that's exactly what the Queen of Wands is. Queen of Wands is in the conscious position. So this is staying more positive, optimistic, and making things happen, creating magic, and turning around the situation, whatever this is. It could be that you are overworking, you are burning midnight oil, and you are like, oh, thinking about how you can create that magic, maybe. This is you, coming up with creative ideas, brainstorming, and, working hard, So if that is the case, it's absolutely important to create some kind of balance. So yes, focus on all areas of your life is the advice here. Okay, and that will also help you um, find the right solution if something is not going well. uh, you know if something is not, you know how do I want to say this? When something is not going well, what our human tendency is to focus on only those things, right? And we beat ourselves down, and we are like, we yeah. So but what I want to say is, if that is the case, you want to focus on your strengths as well. So what did you, or everything that you have achieved and accomplished, so you want to keep yourself, keep reminding yourself of your wins. Okay, so don't be so hard on yourself. So Cancer, here self compassion is the answer. Okay, you want to be kind to yourself, and you want to be, gentle with yourself. Okay, because we are not born with a blueprint, right? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Sometimes we make decisions and then it doesn't go the way we had expected. Sometimes things happen, sometimes we overreact. This is something we all go through, right? Even though that is not an excuse, but still, if we don't want to just dwell in that energy. We don't want to dwell in our past experiences, what went wrong. Instead, we want to also come to the surface for some air and think about ways we can change this. What can we do? So it's about taking action. It could be sending an apology note, or setting some new intentions on how to move forward with things like that. So yeah, maybe that's what you are doing here with Queen of Wands. This is a Queen card. This is about staying in your power and rolling up your sleeves and doing what needs to be done and creating magic. And what I'm getting from this card is you're also coming across some new creative ideas, and you are being inventive, and you are working with others, mingling with others, and you are making things happen here. So do you want to focus on those those areas as well, where you are shining, and you are pushing through the challenges and things like that? Every time, sometimes we don't give ourselves credit, right? We are only focusing on things that didn't go well, but we completely ignore everything that went well. So every time you make a brave decision, every time you take a risk, those are also the time when you are at your best. And sometimes we just ignore. So this is reminding you to remind yourself of all your wins. So that's what this energy is. Stay in your power, Cancer. It could be that you are dealing with someone. This is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, mostly Leo. All right, so in the center of the reading, you have Six of Swords and the Chariot card. So with this, it feels like you are going something, and then you are coming up with a block, an obstacle, which is, it could be that what you are telling yourself, it could be that maybe there are certain things you really want to do, but maybe that doesn't make practical sense. So that push and pull, that tug of war, maybe that is what's keeping you stuck maybe. So know what this is all about, and how can you find that balance and move forward with things. That's important. So what is important here? What are the priorities here? How do you really want to feel? What is it that you really want to experience? So these are the questions you want to ask yourself when it comes to situations like this. Whenever you feel stuck, It could be thoughts in our own mind that is keeping us stuck. It could be perfectionism. We want things to go in a certain way. We want people to be in a certain way. And so yeah, so know what is more important for you. If so, it's important to really understand what is it that you really want to experience here, and that will help you make the right choices and decisions here. And with Six of Swords, it feels like, yes, goals, dreams, what you want to achieve, accomplish. It feels like an uphill journey. So looks like whatever it is that you are taking up, it's kind of really mentally taxing. Something that might feel like a burden. So no, why does it have to? So Cancer, whatever it is that you are taking up, do you want to be more playful? Just play with this energy, and instead of focusing on the outcome and having things to be in a perfect order. I'm not sure if that is what you are coming across, but take it as it resonates. Okay, with Page of Wands here, this is in the past position. This is a card of being more playful, being more spontaneous, and that is when we come across a lot of inspiring ideas, when we are in that playful childlike energy. But here it feels like you are taking something very seriously. It could be that yeah, so whatever this is, it could be relationships, it could be it could be a project that you are working on, it could be your career. But the moment you are taking it seriously, things are kind of feeling a little bit heavy here. Okay, so now if you want to, it's all about finding that right balance. Okay, and on the other hand, it also has to do with people around, your environment, their opinions, what they are talking about, their judgments, the expectations, things like that. That can also make your journey a little bit heavy here. Okay, so just be aware what you want to, what are the priorities here, what you want to take in, entertain. So avoid getting distracted, Cancer. So this month, what I'm seeing is a lot of noises around. It could be internal, it could be external, expectations, opinions, and things like that. So also you coming across some self-doubts. This is also something to do with confidence, and a focus on what's missing, and it could be support, lack of information. It could be that clarity is not there, or it could be people, the support that you are seeking, resources, things like that. Something to do with your financial situation maybe. So yeah, what I want to say is do not get distracted. It's important you stay focused on your priorities, what's important for you. So it's important you keep the blinders on. Okay, and stay on your lane and move forward. Don't get know what the distractions are and how you can avoid them. Looks like things are slowing down now, and it could be that maybe you don't like that and you want things to um, go faster. Queen of Wands. So something to do with patience. Maybe you are running out of patience here. Hangman, patience. So Cancer, this is your this is your advice card, and the advice here is to hang in there, hold tight, have patience. It could be that maybe things are changing, maybe you are not seeing the changes yet. So what I want to say is maybe whatever is happening, it doesn't require your engagement, your involvement. So let things play out the way it wants to. Maybe things are falling in place for you, Cancer. Okay, so allow and be receptive. When sometimes when we interfere, then we mess things up, so we don't want to interfere. So it's about you listening to your intuition. And yeah, you don't want to struggle with things this month. Let things be, let things fall in its own place wherever it wants to, because because maybe that way you will come across, what I want to say is you are moving in the right direction. Okay, you are moving in the right direction, even though on the surface it may not feel that way, but that is where you want to believe. Okay, and you have to believe before you see things, right? So it's an inner job. So just know that things are going well. And here with Hangman, it could also be that you are, this is the card of a visionary. Okay, it could be that there are certain things you can see now, even though you might come across some challenges, but you know that there is something you can look forward to, that things are falling in place. So a vision is what I'm seeing here. So it's about the intention. Know what is it, be very clear in your mind about what you want, first of all. Okay, with the Chariot in the center of the reading, it feels like you are not very sure, so you are pulled in different directions. So that's the first thing you want to be very clear about. What is it that you want? And then take the right action. So being in alignment is about, our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, our words, all lining up, and aiming. So that's what happening here. It feels like there is an aim, there is something that you are aiming for. And if you come across any setbacks, don't worry about it. Maybe that is also there for a reason. Okay, so stay optimistic. Yeah, there is a new vision, something new that you want to take up. And with Temperance, you are ending the month with Temperance. This has to do with a new environment. This is you experimenting with things, you working with others. So if it has something to do with a relationship, a commitment, then things are, again, like I said, falling in place for you. So this is you coming together, you discussing things, and you are coming up with some new way of doing things, and you are trying something new and different here. So that's amazing. From a work point, when it comes to your career, the project that you are working on, this is also you joining hands with others, and you are being more creative, more inventive, and you are thinking outside the box, and you're also looks like a new environment for you, and you are remaining a little bit flexible. And both these cards, that's what's needed. You are like adjusting, adapting. Maybe this is a completely new, something new, a new environment maybe. So it could be that you are coming across new people, new opportunities. So now you have to be, very present and adjust, adapt, come up with new way of doing things. And it could be that the people you are working with, there is this sharing of ideas, and you guys are coming up with something new. So that's amazing. So yeah, very, focused. That's what, like, I didn't see that card there. Like I told you, stay on your path, stay on your lane. Do not get distracted. That's exactly what's happening here. This is focus, commitment, dedication, and you single-mindedly aiming for something, and you are taking the right action here. Temperance, patience. And that's what this also has to do with. So if the progress is slow, know that you are making progress. You are making things happen. Okay, so that's amazing. Sunrise, a new morning, progress, change. All right, now let me see what's coming through on the oracle cards. So is there something you need to let go of, Cancer? Because it could be, those harmful emotions that we choose to hold on to. It could be, guilt, regrets, things like that. And here with this card here with Six of Swords, it feels like there is something heavy that you are carrying, heavy baggage. If you are traveling, it could be that you are carrying a lot of things, and you might come across some issues at security is what I'm seeing, and you might have to let go of something. So if that is the case, just know you are not carrying anything important, so otherwise you will have to leave it there at the security uh, checkup. So that could be the case, or it could also be, expectations of relationships, your career, how, your expectations from yourself, how you want to show up, things like that. So is there something that's making you feel a little bit heavy and overwhelmed? If yes, then maybe, this is also the month where you have to change things up and find some kind of balance, so you don't have to feel this way. And it's all about, making our journey a little bit easier. Travel light is what I want to say here. Okay, now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Spirit, please give us a message for Cancer. What do they need to know? What they need to be aware of? When it comes to your health, it could be that maybe some of you guys are taking up is like strength training, some workout program here, but you don't want to overdo it. Again, this is like you handling several things at the same time, and that might affect your health. So what I want to say is maybe focus on one thing at a time, and also finding some kind of balance and moderation. Moderation is the key. Okay, so that's important. And also just be careful on roads. It could be, you don't want to, if you are carrying anything heavy, just know what's happening in the surroundings. Just be aware of your surroundings. You don't want to fall or anything like that. Something to do with your legs, maybe, joints is also what I'm seeing, your lower body. So be careful on the roads. Again, you don't want to get distracted. Yeah, with this, what I want to say is plan and prepare. Something unexpected, if something unexpected comes up, it could be a new opportunity. So if you are anticipating something, maybe plan, prepare, do your research beforehand. It could be interviews, it could be important meetings, it could be an event. So whatever the case may be, it feels like, there is a sense of unpreparedness here. Something might come up at the last moment, and then you might have to rush to get things done. So be more proactive, Cancer, and take care of things as and when they pop up, so you don't have to rush through things. It could also be, organizing your days, your schedules, and planning ahead, so you can take it easy in the mornings maybe. And also, if you're not getting sleep, then you might feel like, irritated. Yeah, I'm not sure if it could be either your energy or it could be someone else. Like irritated, agitated. It could be that, it could be lack of sleep. So what I want to say is take care of your health. Spirit, please give us a message for Cancer. What we need to know, what we need to be aware of, Cancer. So Cancer, your message is single-mindedness. What did I tell you? So yes, single-mindedly focusing on something here. Yes, you are not getting distracted. Okay, let me read this out to you. Number 14. See, number 14. So maybe number 14 has some kind of significance for you, because this is also 14. Temperance card. And then this is 14. And number 5. Here we have number 5. 4 plus 1. And we also have 2 sevens here. Chariot and 7 of Wands. 2 sevens. Okay. The message here is choose your own path and what's best suited to you. That also something that I was talking about. Stay on your path, stay on your lane is what I said, and that's exactly what's coming through. So something that's your energy, something that you are coming across. Number 14. You have harnessed your strengths and talents in order to bring about a triumphant outcome to your endeavors. You have managed to get through the drama of the past. You have overcome challenges along the way and are focusing your energies on the one goal that will lead to your success. Stay focused. This is your time to shine and come out on top. My goodness, powerful. Pay attention to what your body is telling you and trust your intuition. Avoid getting too wrapped up in your thoughts. Thinking and rethinking what is going on in your life will only make things unclear. Remember to draw on the strengths and qualities which are uniquely yours. Your own guidance is best. But barracudas are brave and focused opportunists. They rely on speed and the element of surprise and balance work, play, and rest. Barracudas tend to be cast as vicious predators due to their prominent and protruding teeth and large size of their body. In truth, barracuda is more likely curious about divers and other humans they meet. They do not attack unless they feel threatened or if someone is interfering with their quarry. Sometimes we must detach from expectations, criticism, and be prepared to defend our claim to a better future. No more explanations. This is exactly something that, that we covered. Yes, if you come across like criticism, judgments, it's important to know what's important. How you want to take it in is your choice. Okay, Cancer. And also the card is also talking about creating some kind of balance and know what's going on in the body and also your surroundings. And it's also important you be very clear about what you want, stay focused and single-mindedly focus on your goals because you are making progress here. And yes, it's important. Now is the time when you want to put the past situation in its place, in its place and move forward, move on is what I'm seeing here for you. And shine brighter. Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments if these messages resonated. Let me know what you are coming across, okay? That would be nice. It will be nice to hear from you. And do remember to check out your moon and the rising sign as well. And please do take good care of yourself, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye-bye.